なんだあの傘。
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Reggie here, back with you for another video. Welcome back to the House of Animation, where we have discussions and reviews about our favorite anime and cartoons. And for today's video, we're gonna be going through the power system of the brand new anime that just dropped this season, Gachiakuta. We're gonna be going through the powers and abilities of their vital instruments. For today, I'll be discussing what is a vital instrument, how do you get a vital instrument, as well as its powers and abilities. But before we get into it, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel if you like this video and you want to see more content like this. So without any more waiting, let's drop the intro. So Gachiakuta caught my attention immediately since the first episode. To start off, I thought the art style was dope. It's very detailed and captures the gritty nature of the anime. And the animation is clean, bruh. So if you add both them two joints together, then you give me a dope ass concept with the way that the world is and the way that it works, and dog, I'm in. So for those of y'all who don't know, Gachiakuta takes place in a world where nobody really puts any sentimental value into any items. I mean, you talking about a world where the slightest rip in a piece of clothing and they just throw the whole joint away. Now, this story originally takes place in a gigantic floating city in the sky where they just throw everything away and dump it into the ground. Now, in this world where people don't care about objects and don't put any value into it, now the people who do have an object that they love and care about, which holds real sentimental value to them, they're able to transform that object and bring out its full potential. Now, these objects are called vital instruments, and the people who use them are called givers. See, the nen or chakra or haki of this universe is actually thought. See, over a long period of time where someone has a sentimental object that they love and care about, those feelings transform into thought, and those thoughts transform into anima, which transforms that object into a vital instrument. Now, that's the first way someone can gain a vital instrument and become a giver. Now, the second way someone can become a giver is by having another giver pour their anima into you and essentially open up the gateways for you to become a giver yourself. It's very similar like Hunter x Hunter, where someone can pour their nen into you to open up your aura nodes. Now, this process is very rare, and for it to work, it already takes for the person to be very close to awakening their anima and having their own vital instrument. It's basically like putting the last piece of a puzzle to make a complete whole. But once you get your vital instrument, now we could talk about the powers you can get. Now, with vital instruments, there's generally considered to have two types of vital instruments. You have your attacker types and your defender types. Me personally, I'm actually gonna put a third category, which is miscellaneous, which I'll explain in a minute. Now, when someone is able to transform an object into a vital instrument, its abilities are very dependent on that person, their personality, and the way that they cared for their object. Let's say you have an object like an umbrella, like our boy Engine. If the way that you care for that object is getting the most use out of that object, such as having it with you all the time, using it in the sun so you have some shade, using it in the rain so you don't get wet. If you want to get the most use out of your object and that's how you care for it, it's most likely going to turn into an attacker type. Now, on the opposite hand, let's say you have a pendant. You want to keep that pendant clean. You don't want it to get any scratches. You don't want to put it in any type of danger. It's going to become a defender type. The abilities of your vital instrument is going to be completely dependent on the way you care for and use your object. Now, remember when I told you earlier that I have dubbed there to be a third category, which is miscellaneous. The reason I created another category is because there's a bunch of vital instruments that aren't used in an attack or used in a defensive type way. There are vital instruments that allow you to heal, allow you to cause illusions, allow you to teleport. Matter of fact, there's a whole subset of givers that have vital instruments specifically made to create food. And the reason why is because the ground on the earth is so toxic and contaminated by trash that there's a bunch of people that have vital instruments specifically to be able to grow and cultivate food. So now that we've gone through that, let's talk about how you can strengthen and increase the power of your vital instrument. The power of your vital instrument can be increased by improving the quality of that object. And the quality of an object is increased over time by continuing to love and care and use your object the way you liked it to be used. So in this sense, people who've had their vital instrument much longer, older givers, are usually much stronger than younger givers because they have more time with their object. But there are instances where vital instruments quality can be so high and be so powerful that it can actually cause recoil to the user if they don't have enough experience using it. For example, Semiyu is the receptionist to Cleaners HQ. She is basically the right-hand woman to the leader of the cleaners, and her vital instrument is so powerful that if she uses it at full strength for too long, she can go blind. Now finally, there is one last class of vital instruments. These class of vital instruments are basically objects that have been passed down through generations. These objects that are passed down can still retain the anima of previous users, making them ultra powerful. Consider it like a family heirloom where you pass it down from father to son. And the givers who are able to use these vital instruments, these people are considered geniuses because they're able to use vital instruments for objects that they probably haven't had for a long time. But with that pretty much covers everything you need to know about vital instruments in the world of Gachiakuta. Like I said, people, this anime is really fucking clean. Like, the art style, I think, is probably what got me immediately. So this is definitely on my watch list for the season. So comment below and let me know if you want more videos about Gachiakuta. But with that, I got nothing left for this video. So, peace.